Welcome back, survivors! I'm the Survivalist, and we return to Abiotic Factor. We're continuing along with the facility tour. Last episode we went through and we completed basically going through all of the office sector, going through Farm Garden, Marion we met with Who's a Trader, and then we went through Flat Hill. And now we're going to be going into Manufacturing West and talking a little bit about, like, that as facility and everything that was included in there. I guess they added a detail where as you complete areas, you would open up certain traders, like certain individuals to exchange items with. Because last time I played, we didn't have Marion, like, outside of his, like, area. We're just going to have that for a bit of food and water, just to make sure we're topped up. And I'm going to put the charging station down, just to charge a few things of ours. Oh. Okay, that is going to be a portal storm tonight, which means we might have our base have a little bit of an encounter with some things popping into existence for us. Just going to try to connect that to there. And let me see about putting the headlamp on there. And then I also want to take a look at... Oh, hi. Yeah, I mean, if you want, you know what? If you want to chill in the cafeteria area here, no problem, man. Just don't go using up any of my stuff. I know I have a lot of it, but still. Okay, I wanted to see what things there were for, like, pests, because there's, like, a pest dummy, a pest teleporter. Oh, and that lets us make a pest wheel. Oh, I wonder if that... Is that going to serve as, like, a possible generator if we want it? I'm going to put that there. See if we can get any pests drawn into that because of the nachos. And let me check. Yeah, let's see. Okay, so the trap, or sorry, the pest wheel. Type of pest cage that allows tame pests temporarily generate electrical energy. Yeah, so if we wanted to have a little generator for them, we could. Actually, if that's the case, maybe I'll pick that up. And just take another look at that. Because that needs a pest trap, a power cell, and some metal scrap. Although, I think I need... Yeah, I think I need to get a pest first of all. But I don't know if we're going... Oh. Actually, I think these... Yeah, the posters are all new, too. I don't think those were around last time I played, because I don't remember some of those being seen. I'm trying to think of what else there might be to craft, because, like, there were some neat things early on in the game. Like, you would have a net launcher you could use in order to catch things and, like, keep them from being able to get away on you. Yeah, there's even a net launcher. So I just want to check this out as a little bit of, like, a fun thing for now. And then we'll embark for Manufacturing West. Because as big as the area was... I was hoping to see if that would bring him around for the trap. Well, that guy's hopping around, so let's see if maybe he'll go for that. Yeah, because, like, there's a pest trapped, it's deployable to catch them. Oh, is he interested? Yeah, it kind of looks like he is, but he's not really going for it. Maybe I'll have to leave that there for a while. Yeah, this is in order. Okay, so we'll focus now on getting out to Manufacturing West, because I might actually get the more rebar for making the bolts up. So how you would get to Manufacturing West after having come back from Flat Hill is that is now where we would go out this way And I think it was... Yeah, we would go up here. Instead of going straight on to, like, that sector, we would go this way. And then around here... And this is where we would have... Yeah, you would talk to this guy, he tells you we need like a power core.
Try level 3. The power cells. Energy research team.
Yeah. So, I think he also... That's what you could use some of the cells that we picked up from Flat Hill for, too. But you would get one of those, open up that gate, and that opens up Manufacturing West, which does add a bit of a difficulty spike in the game, because it was this area that we got introduced to the soldier enemy type. And they are a little difficult to contend with. Again, the check-in terminal to help if you did get killed by them. I don't know if I'll need that much cement or not, but we'll set this respawn point. You would come into here and you would find that there's a lot of... They weren't government soldiers, they were like a almost Illuminati sort of secret society thing for like how they were hired in. I'm just trying to see if I've been through here before or not. Because the areas do expand and get massive as you keep progressing through the game. The synchrotron. Okay, yeah, this was an area. I don't know if you would come across this first or this would be later into the game, but it was basically a big high-tech device or whatever. And when you would activate it, it basically creates this singularity that, well, rips this like black hole you sort of see here. And then you would proceed by going down into underneath of it. But there was another way, I think, to get to this, too. Because... Or was it, you went here... Okay, maybe it was you went here, you went through here. Yeah, we'll go down the ladder. I think it's right above us in the control room, so I think I just need to find an elevator to take us up. But yeah, there's a person you would meet and talk to here who had the idea of, okay, well, a lot of our ways out are all blocked off, but we could try activating the synchrotron, getting that in order, activating it, and then that causes that, and then gives you that opening down there to go through. So that was like the tail end of coming back through Manufacturing West for getting that in order. But the way you would kind of have to get that activated was there were a few different checkpoints and things that would have to be completed along the way through Manufacturing West. I'm going to try to get back to like how we originally came into this area. Yeah, I think this is the way we were coming, and then I went off to the left there instead of going to the right here. So instead, if you went to the right, this is where you'd have to start working your way through Manufacturing West proper. And it's also here you'll see enemy soldiers that have firearms. Now, I believe it was still the case, and it might still be the case, you can't actually use their guns right away. You have to have, like, a specific item in your inventory or crafted to let you use them. I think it was, yeah, the biometric arm wraps here, and then the biomimic arm wraps there. You need to have those.
Frank wants to overload the synchrotron, and it's not going to take half this facility with it.
Yeah, that would be who you talk to get a little bit of an idea of, like, what the plan is, how to go about it. Stuff like that. So then from there, was it up, or was it somewhere else you'd have to go? Yeah, that I can't use. That is closed up like that. No, I think it was back actually this way. And I'm trying to remember how I went forward from here. Because I think this was actually blocked off too. Yeah, this was blocked off by a gate you couldn't use, and you'd have to, like, open up from the back way. this is the way you'd have to go. Down the ramp here, and then try to, like, sneak around through a few side areas. Because you couldn't go through this way because you can see soldier there, soldier posted up there. They would immediately kill you. And then this was a back way to get back to the office sector quickly. So then you'd have to go, I think it was over this way and like through these back rooms a bit. And like there's, yeah, they took care of the security bots in this area too. I gotta be careful because there might be some enemies around here to deal with. Speaking of. Okay, we'll take the military electronics and the ammo. But that was where difficulty spike came in, because now you're dealing with armed and armored enemies in this area. And you could have like a bit of decent equipment by the time you started into this area, but you definitely felt like you had a lot more upgrades to get to be able to hold your own better. And yeah, there are a number of like sideways sneaking passages, all kinds of weird ways you could go through this area. It wasn't like really linear of you had to go one way through it, although there'd be like certain choke points you would eventually hit. But it does look like a number of things have respawned, because these crates have the rebar I'm looking for in them. So we'll grab those while we can. And just try to keep cautious too. Because there are a number of enemies all around here. Okay, swap that out for that. Oh, and you can see security bots are also on the patrol too. I'll probably want to take one of them down, because I think I need some of the parts from one of those anyway. But, maybe I'll grab the hammer and the wrench. That's still one guy that I do despise immensely. He's going to keep showing up throughout the series. One thing I really feel like they should have done was either limited him to like how many areas he appears, or you can construct like a more permanent solution, just so that way you could like turn it on and off if you were all done with him, and he's not like just a remaining nuisance. Alright, there's also a forklift I forgot you could drive if you had a power cell. Yeah, then that opens to the main roadway. I don't think I want to pop that open, because if I remember right, there are a number of soldiers out there. And then one of the handiest parts of the game is that there's actually a little bit of a fast travel system with the trams here that you can call back and forth. You do have to find them first out in the field, but once you've found them, you can ride them back, and that opens them up for future use. But then you would have... Nope, that took care of him, even though that was a bit of an off hit. Alright, there's a few things to check out here. Oh! Hi. Oh, welding mask was right here? Okay, well, that's kind of handy or neat to know. But I don't think I've actually been in through this door, have I? Oh, maybe I have been. Huh. God, yeah, there's a lot of... Oh, hang on. Unknown? Oh, right, the weird anomalies that can appear. I think you need the test tubes in order to actually collect them. Yeah, there's so many side passages and things that it's hard to keep track of, like, everywhere you can go in Abiotic Factor at times. Let's see, we'll get the rebar, the screws, and the wood planks. There we go, I think that should do. I've got plenty of the other stuff. But then you would talk to the blacksmith here, and you would trade a few items for, like, some stuff there.
Unbelievable.
Like, yeah, if we go into trade... Okay, this is a much better way of doing the trade windows, because it used to be like just a little dumping bin and like a screen that would like flash between like what would offer. You had to get like, I think it was fiber optic cable and maybe the optic lens for crafting some specific things. But he would give you some of the pieces to repair the synchrotron or overload it. And you would go through those steps with him. Just going to, again, grab more of these materials, because they'll probably get used soon enough in the future. I'm trying to remember in here. Yeah, there's more soldiers. But the main idea of coming through Manufacturing West at first was that there is the service tunnel up here that was supposedly a way to possibly get out from. However, when you do try going out this way, I believe you discover that they've completely blown and collapsed the tunnel, preventing all use of it. So that kind of turns you into, okay, I can't go this way, I gotta backtrack and find a new way to go. Yeah, it's hard to see because of the lights. That is blocked off, though. So it'd be, oh shoot, that doesn't work. Okay, what's our backup plan? That's when I think the synchrotron comes in as like, okay, we'll try going through using this, overload it so it like has or becomes like the singularity, and creates a new route we can use to get further through the facility with. And then I think it would be, I can't remember if we went back this way or it was, maybe it was going through the mines a little bit this way. Yeah, there would be the mines to go through. I know there's a few enemy types in here to contend with. But again, we're pretty well armed, so it's not going to be too bad just clearing a few out. But it would be then you try to make your way through here. I think this does lead towards one of the, one of the stop points or like one of the milestone things you had to complete in order to get the synchrotron able to be operating. Yeah, we'll take the anvil. I don't know if I'll be crafting with it, but I mean, if we're back in these areas, we might as well grab what resources we can come across. Now, like, speaking of, that actually is pretty good to break down. Yeah, military electronics, that's helpful. Another check-in area. Although I don't see a check-in terminal. We'll take those planks, thank you. Oh, okay, that's another enemy type, right, the invisible. Yeah, you pop off into the dust. I'll take it, although I don't know if I've ever found anything I can really craft with that. Alright, we'll grab more of that. Okay. Yeah, so we're getting pretty loaded down now, so we'll try not to pick up too much more. Oh, there's a check-in terminal. Yeah, this is a new addition. This was not here before. Yeah, I'll leave the money. I can't do too much with it. Oh. I don't know if that portal was here before or not. Yeah, I'm going to check and see where this takes us, actually. Staff processing. I don't know if I've been here before. I don't think so, because I've never seen that before. Oh, perforation bees. Oh, ow, 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 ow. Okay, they hurt a lot. Okay, let me also just see about maybe dropping a few items, that way I'm not encumbered. So I think that can hurt our health too. Now let me check our health total. Okay, so uncomfortable swelling, we've been stung by an insect. We got the heavy load, which isn't hurting us, but it's not helping us either. Yeah, this is brand new. At least to me. It might have been in the game for a while, but I've never... you know what? Yeah, let's use another one of those just to help heal faster. Now, I don't know if I can fully destroy that thing out there with, and the bees will be completely gone or not. Or it's just a case I should leave them be. I'll actually check and see if they're in the compendium. Perforation bees, here we go. Containment of a single swarm can be affected by placing a mature queen in a standard beehive-like housing. No further contact should be made with that, nor should any action be undertaken. High liquid nutrient source nearby must be refilled routinely to avoid migration of the hive colony. High-like substance as unknown, parallels, Okay, maybe it's a case of because I attacked them, they attacked me back. So I'm just going to see if maybe I don't attack them, they'll leave me be. Ow. Oh, smash pest dummy. Oh, hang on a moment. Is this back around, like, some of the training stuff? Because there was, like, one part of the... Yeah, this is actually, I think, around some of the early parts of, like, the tutorial for the game, because there's one point where they have, like, a dummy you're supposed to attack and destroy. That's exactly what this is. Because you come down, I think it's through here, and you look through the gate and you see, like, soldiers escorting one of the large enemies you encounter in the game, too. That's actually neat that you can come back to the tutorial area. I don't think there's, like, too much to be done here. Oh. Oh, come on. Why couldn't I get off that? Or get up and off that? Okay, that was actually kind of neat to come across. But yeah. Oh! Ooh, actually, you know what? Maybe you will come in handy, Mr. Moving Box. Just in case, I'll give you a few things that I won't need immediately. So hopefully you'll pop up back around base for us, too. But that is actually a neat little thing to find. I feel like that has been added in later. Because, yeah, I do not remember this at all on, like, coming through here first time. Oh, and that lets me get some grinder discs, some more rebar, chains, that. Okay, that should be good for that. We're not doing too bad for health, so we'll keep going with what we got. One thing, though, yeah, I don't know if it ever tells you, like, what you use to... Yeah, we'll use the splint just to heal that poor leg. Okay, there we go. But yeah, you would work your way through the mines. I think that was something here you'd activate to get another part of the synchrotron prepared. And then we'll keep exploring to see what else we can find. We've got another peccary that way. Okay, I think you're hostile, aren't you? What are you? Okay, didn't seem to give us anything, but yeah, this might be new too. Okay, I can't interact with that. Oh, the encroachment. Knight the Gluttonous. What the heck? Okay, we'll be careful, because that almost makes me think, like, boss or something? Yeah, this might be something we'll have to come back in the future to take a look at. Just because my health isn't quite up to snuff right now, and with, like, the bee sting, I've got the facility tour we were working on, but this might be a little boss encounter in itself to do. Oh, I'm torn. Do I decide to... Maybe if I can find a place to charge up our stuff, I will actually engage with that further. I was like, I do still have some health items with me. Alright, these guys have like an electric charge for their attacks. Yeah, there's a charging, or there's an outlet there. Let me just head down here. Here, I thought I'd just be going back over things I already seen before, but no, we've got brand new stuff to check out. Okay, that's locked, so we can't get in there. Okay, this takes us up to a tram sort of system, too. Yeah, and then we'd open up, like, ways to get back through to places we've already been through here. No, we've got a soldier there. Pick those up. Oh, there's a restroom there, which might also mean we'll be able to have a outlet nearby. Oh. Yeah, they still do have a fair bit of health on them. Okay, we'll have a drink. And see if maybe I can use the toilet in peace for a moment. I also do have the deatomizer. Okay, you're taken care of. Like, even with the lightning spear, it still took a few hits to take them down, so it does go to show that these guys do have a bit more durability on them. I'm just going to see if I can find a place with a proper outlet and charge our stuff up there. Okay, you guys are taken down. I think you're the only ones. And that leads to the portal, which is the train, I believe, which is basically... I think it's like a train on a one loop around, but if the train ever comes to a stop, it'll destroy the universe. It sounds crazy, but that's kind of the lore that you would deal with in Abiotic Factor.
A microscopic entity in its home antiverse. IS-121 is a staggering titan in our own. How the gatekeepers managed to secure not one, but two of these humans, quite frankly beyond me. I suspect it is best not to ask. They are a necessary force, confronting nightmares and returning with them in chains. 121, an incredible specimen. Our research continues.
Yeah, I'm just going to charge up everything I can here, and then we might go check that Nith the Gluttonous. I'm not actually sure what he's talking about for, like... Okay, here are stupid, I I don't even want to call it a friend. There you are. Yeah, I hate that guy. There's got to be a permanent solution to him. Like, there's a way to actually, like, have a consumable item that will draw it to you. I think it should be the case of, like, you get it, a way to also permanently get rid of them, too. Okay, that. Okay, I think I have to charge that with a laser thing. And there's at least our stuff recharged. But yeah, for the sake of the facility tour, I will head down and go through the train quickly. I don't think we'll be too badly off for it, because we do have a number of decent gear with us. But you'd go onto here, and it was basically...
The auto system should have been failsafe. They said it was immune. We must fix it. We must fix it, but keep it going. We must fix it, but keep it going. It must not stop. It must persist at all costs. The train must roll on, yes, no matter what.
Yeah.
We cannot rest. We must keep going. We cannot stop. Oh, we know what will happen. What we feared for so long, all these years. Cannot stop. Let's keep going.
Yeah, he's basically the poor guy who's keeping this train continuously in motion, because if it does stop, bye-bye everything in existence, I believe it is. But yeah, this is where you would get some items that would help you, like, make certain things up.
Hostile.
Okay, you... okay, a little bit of military electronics, we'll pick that up, and we'll go through a bit further. I can't remember if it was just like you needed... It might have only been you need a certain, like, resource from here to proceed further with, like, the main stuff. It might not have been a case of... You needed, like, a certain key item? Or it might have even just been picking up, like, that oil can to trade for the blacksmith.
You are a danger to Earth.
And we'll take the ammo in that. Okay, plenty of rebar, which is good. Alright, so then we'd have to go up top here to keep going forward. I don't know if we'll clear out the entire train or not. Although it's not very big, as you can tell, like some of the other, like, say, Flat Hill was. Although even then, Flat Hill wasn't too bad to, like, get through. Oh, I forgot this. Okay, that must be the high power beam, because that took him down much faster. Okay, you're down. Oh, maybe the silver scrap was what you needed for, like, trading something. Yeah, I do apologize that I don't know, like, every single in and out for the progress of, like, trying to get through the game. I'm just trying to go back from, like, what memory I do remember of, like, how it all plays out.
Hostile.
Okay, one thing I do wish I could change. Maybe there's an option for it, but like an auto reload after you've used a shot for the crossbow. You're down, you didn't drop anything. You did drop a gun, as well as some military electronics in that, but... You know, I'm going to get rid of the 4 stacks of the concrete, or the cement bags, so I don't think I need them. Now, get off the ladder. There, you're down. Oh, some magnum ammo. And yeah, this is what they have to keep the train running for, because of whatever this... Oh, gee, he actually ran into the laser and it killed him. Alright, let's try to stay crouched and not get killed by that ourselves. Okay, you're down. I think that's the last of them. We'll grab that.
Dr. Derek Mance reporting. Research Director, Gate Cascade Research Facility. Though I struggle to accept the implications, the data gives me no choice. The train's momentum is tied inextricably to the atomic attractions of the region it appears to be passing through.
There's somebody in there, isn't there?
The limit of the ensuing chaos is at best uncertain, at worst, immense.
Yeah, there is.
I'll be wrapping up containment procedures.
There we go. Okay, you're down. And yeah, that is the full train. So you could have basically you didn't actually have cleared the whole thing. It was just, I think, the silver you needed from some of the spots here. But that would then put you out to wherever we are here now. Oh, this is just right in front of, like, the tram stuff. Yeah, that would bring you out to here. You would go... I think you would be able to go back to the synchrotron. Or is it further? Oh no, you would have to come here to complete a little bit more for a person that's up in this area. And once that was done, then you could activate the synchrotron, and that would start you into the next area, working towards the labs, I believe. Yeah, because there's some stuff right here, I think it was, you have to activate to help things along and go further. And then another security grate, but I don't think I found too many of the keys for those. Yeah, I think it would be you'd follow the pipes and get them back and operational, and then those would tie back towards the synchrotron and let you worry about getting it activated and completed. And does this actually take us right back to the synchrotron? It does. This actually takes us right to it. And I believe that covers most of what you would go through in Manufacturing West. So our facility tour is going pretty smoothly still. Then it would be down here, and this would work us to... I just want to double check. It is, yeah, the Cascade Laboratories proper. And there were... It wasn't so much a difficulty spike like how like this area was with all the armed soldiers to fight and contend with. But you did have to deal with a lot of... It was one of those ones where, again, it had a lot of choke points of like where proper progression was. So you would have to like go for like a lot of meandering and try to figure out what the next key spot or milestone would be. But once you had it found, you were all right off with it. No, wait, actually, that I think is... Yeah, that gave us the heavy armor specs, so now we shouldn't be slowed down wearing it. But yeah, this is now the lead-in to the Cascade Labs. This was also your little introduction to the Electro-Pest, I believe it was called, where one of the doctors basically cybernetically enhanced a pest to make them more annoying. As well, you came across your new best friend, if you want to call it that, just up here. And sadly, he follows you ever since you get to this point. Because yeah, you see like the warning sign about him, and then you have the broken X-ray tower here.
Interesting.
Yeah, that is basically your only way of like dealing or thwarting him off. It's annoying, but it was just what it was. And then let me see. Oh, I didn't realize this took us up. Yeah, that all there. Okay, that doesn't seem to be active. Oh. Okay, actually, where does this go? Silo 2 viewing. Oh, this is back in Manufacturing West. Although, I don't know if I've been here before either. Yeah, it seems like there's a lot of new areas that might have been added in. Although that's unlocked. And I've got this opened up too. Huh. Oh, this is somewhere along the roadway. Wait, I'm trying to think of where this is. Okay, that... Oh, this is right by where the forklift is. Okay, so I guess this is like... They want to add more ways of being able to get around more easily and interconnected. Now I know where this is. Yeah, this... Okay, this is a complete new addition, too. Because this, I think, was always here, but it never had the teleport thing here. Good lord, I'm finding all kinds of new stuff on this tour. It might have been the smartest idea to have, like, gone slowly back through all this to at least, like, check it all out again. Alright, back for, like, our progression. You'd come through here, you would find, like, this being what it is, and then you'd have the weird guy floating and following you. And then this will lead us around and towards the bottom levels of... Oh, here's our little box buddy guy. Okay, hang on. If this just loops around... Yeah, we came in through here, so maybe it's this way we have to actually go? Hello, moving box. Yeah, you've got all of our stuff in you still, that's perfect. Yeah, this is the way you'd go. You'd get into here, and this would take you into some of the lab areas. You'd actually have access to a little cart if you had the stuff to repair it. Another check-in booth.
Check-in approved.
And I think it was... Okay, containment blocks and adjustment. I don't think this is the way I want to go for getting back to base. Oh, no, it is. This kind of like serves as a central hub of the Cascade Lab area. So you get here. I think if we take this up one, we'll get to here. And I think it was actually just through here that it leads back to home base for us. Yeah, here's the wildlife pens. This was an area I took very frequently when we were working through the lab section. So we are catching up with the facility tour and, like, making back to where we had left off as the series had ended. The labs, though, was a lot of try and go back and forth and figure out exactly what spot you had to go and what steps you had to go to reach things. But we are making steady progress, and we are picking up a lot of resources on our way back, which is very helpful. Again, we don't have that much to make up and collect right now, but when we do catch up fully to, like, our progression point we left off at, I know we'll have a lot to do. But yeah, we've made it back here. We'll have a portal storm coming in, so I'll have to contend with that, I think. I'm just going to see what I can store of the same type. Okay, throw that and that and that and that and that and that and that. Yeah, there's the weapons crate. We can throw that into the ammo bin. That. We'll throw the iodine tablets in there. Yeah, I'll throw that up in there for food. Oh, I was exposed to radiation. Okay, well, I guess I'll... Okay, seems we got the portal storm more active than I thought it would be. damn it. Okay, yeah, I've got a lot on the go right now. Okay, that's at least one down. Yeah, I'm bleeding, so I have to worry about that. That's you down. And there's you down. Okay, let's use the bandage. That should heal the bleed. Okay, that's in order. Let's have some of the iodine tablets just to deal with the radiation sickness. And thankfully, the events aren't all that, like, grand of what can happen at times. Although I can't seem to get that bolt back, which is... Oh, nope, there we go. Okay, we'll get that back. We'll get that one back. And we'll try to get... I thought I used one on you, but I don't see it sitting around anywhere. Oh, there's a bolt there, though. Okay. That's that. Let me see. Alright, that needs power, so I can't do anything with that right now. And I think with the tool bin, I need to recharge our deatomizer with the laser stuff I have. Yeah, for now, we'll get some sleep. We should be fine for that till morning. And then we'll start next week with going back through the labs of our facility tour and see what we go through there. There's also whatever that the gluttonous is back in the mines area to check out. But we'll wait to tackle that when I have a little bit more gear in order. And again, we're kind of at the point and stage of we've completed the recap of what's happened in Abiotic Factor to this point. So, for now, we will end this episode for the series right here. Thank you all very much for joining me on this episode of Abiotic Factor. If you like the video, be sure to give it a like, and if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, be sure to the comments right down below. Until I see you all in the next video or episode, survivors, please remember, as always, to take care and stay alive.